A high-altitude balloon. From January 28 to February 4, 2023, a high-altitude balloon originating from China flew across North American airspace, including Alaska, Western Canada, and the contiguous United States. On February 4, the U.S. Air Force shot down the balloon over U.S. territorial waters off the coast of South Carolina. Deadliest Quake. In the early hours of February 6, one of the deadliest earthquakes in a century flattens entire cities in southeast Turkey, killing at least 56,000 people, with nearly 6,000 others killed across the border in Syria. Train crash in Thessaly, Greece. The 28th of February, a train crash in Thessaly, Greece, kills 57 people and injures dozens. The crash leads to nationwide protests and strikes against the condition of Greek railways and their mismanagement. The coronation of Charles III. The 6th of May, the coronation of Charles III and Camilla as King and Queen of the United Kingdom and the other Commonwealth realms is held in Westminster Abbey, London. A train collision in Odisha, India. The 2nd of June, a train collision in Odisha, India results in at least 296 deaths and more than 1,200 others injured. Migrants sank in international waters. On the 14th of June, 2023, an Italy-bound rusty, aging, overloaded fishing trawler smuggling migrants sank in international waters in the part of the Mediterranean known as the Ionian Sea, off the coast of Pylos, Messenia, Greece. The boat, named Adriana, which had a capacity of 400 people, carried an estimated 400 to 750 migrants, mostly from Pakistan, Syria, Palestine, and Egypt, and some from Afghanistan. Missing Titanic sub. In June, the world was captivated by the search for a tourist submersible that had lost contact on its way to the wreckage of the Titanic. Rescuers raced against the clock to find the Titan deep-sea watercraft in case the vessel was still intact, but the oxygen supply was expected to run out after a few days. The Coast Guard found evidence that the boat imploded near the site of the shipwreck, killing all 5 people on board. OceanGate, the company operating the submersible, charged passengers $250,000 each to participate in the voyage. Twitter becomes X. On July 23, Twitter replaced the iconic Bluebird logo with a stylized X logo and removed the Twitter name from its websites, apps, and headquarters. Deadliest Quake. On September 8, Morocco suffers the deadliest quake in its history, centered on the Atlas Mountains. Nearly 3,000 people are killed. On the 10th of September, 2023, Storm Daniel made landfall in Libya, bringing severe weather conditions, including strong winds and sudden heavy rainfall that affected several areas in the country. The massive flooding killed more than 4,300 people, while more than 8,500 are still missing. India's Chandrayaan-3. India's Chandrayaan-3 becomes the first spacecraft to land near the south pole of the Moon, carrying a lunar lander named Vikram and a lunar rover named Pragyan. The 2023 Cricket World Cup. The 2023 Cricket World Cup, officially known as the 2023 ICC Men's Cricket World Cup, was the 13th edition of the Cricket World Cup. It started on the 5th of October and concluded on the 19th of November, 2023, with Australia winning the tournament. Barbenheimer. An unlikely double feature brought Americans back to the movies in July. Barbenheimer, the affectionate nickname fans dubbed the pairing of Greta Gerwig's Barbie and Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer. Barbie became a billion-dollar hit, easily becoming the highest-grossing film of 2023, and Gerwig becoming the only woman director to lead a $1 billion live-action movie. Israel-Hamas conflict. The bloodiest war between Israel and Hamas began October 7, when militants broke through the walls surrounding the seaside enclave of the Gaza Strip. Its fighters killed some 1,200 people in Israel and took more than 200 others hostages. The attack was described as the worst one-day mass killing of Jews since the Holocaust. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu launched a massive campaign of retaliatory airstrikes. Israeli troops also entered the Gaza Strip, for the first time in years, moving into Gaza City and fighting intense street-to-street combat. The offensive killed over 21,300 Palestinians in the Gaza Strip, home to more than 2 million residents, also facing an Israeli siege largely blocking food, fuel, water and medicine shipments.